Because you can also do translation now on the audio, right?
So, like subtitles. So it would be both transcription and translation. That's right.
I wanted to test the system to see how good it is, to see like how well is Russian supported.
I think so. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to try it out. I mean,
But now it's only in like the one direction, right? So you start with English, and then you can have subtitles in Russian. Not really the other way.
Got it, because I'm deeply curious about this. When COVID opens up a little bit, when the world opens up a little bit.
You want to build your brand in Russia?
No, I don't. First of all, I'm allergic to the word brand.
Second
of all, I'm definitely not building any brands in Russia.
Nice.
But I'm going to Paris to talk to the translators of Dostoevsky and Tolstoy. There's this famous couple that does translation, and I'm more and more thinking of how is it possible to have a conversation with a Russian speaker, because I have just some number of famous Russian speakers that I'm interested in talking to. And my Russian is not strong enough to be witty and funny. I'm already an idiot in English. I'm an extra level of like awkward idiot in Russian, but I can understand it, right? And I also like wonder, how can I create a compelling English Russian experience for an English speaker? Like there's a guy named Grigory Perelman who's a mathematician who obviously doesn't speak any English. So I would probably incorporate like a Russian translator into the picture, and then it would be like not to use a weird term, but like a three person thing where it's like a dance of where like I understand it one way, they don't understand the other way, but I'll be asking questions in English. I don't know the right way.
Complicated.
It's complicated, but I feel like it's worth the effort for certain kinds of people. One of whom I'm confident is Vladimir Putin. I'm for sure talking to. I really want to make it happen because I think I could do a good job of it. But the right, understanding the fundamentals of translation is something I'm really interested in. So that's why I'm starting with the actual translators of like Russian literature, because they understand the nuance and the beauty of the language and how it goes back and forth. But I also want to see like in speech, how can we do it in real time? So that's like a little bit of a baby project that I hope to push forward. But anyway,
it's a challenging thing. So just to share, my dad actually does translation, not professionally. He writes poetry. That was kind of always his. Not a hobby, but he had a job, like a day job, but his passion was always writing poetry. And then when we got to America, and he started also translating. First, he was translating English poetry to Russian. Now he also goes the other way. You kind of gain some small fame in that world, anyways, because recently this poet like Louise Gluck, I don't know if you know of, so American poet, she was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. And so my dad had translated one of her books of poetry into Russian. And he was like one of the few. So he kind of they asked him and gave an interview to Radio Svoboda, if you know what that is. And he kind of talked about some of the intricacies of translating poetry. So that's like an extra level of difficulty, right? Because translating poetry is even more challenging than translating just, interviews.
Do you remember any experiences and challenges to having to do the translation that stick out to you, like something he's talked about?
I mean, a lot of it, I think, is word choice, right? It's the way Russian is structured is, first of all, quite different than the way English is structured, right? Just there's inflections in Russian and genders, and they don't exist in English. This one of the reasons, actually, why machine translation is quite difficult for English to Russian and Russian to English, because they're such different languages. But then English has a huge number of words, many more than Russian, actually, I think. So it's often difficult to find the right word to convey the same emotional meaning.
Yeah, Russian language, they play with words much more.